Hey everyone, my name is Brian and I'm the 3D print creator. And in this episode I'm going to show you what you have to take in consideration when you are designing things in, for example, Fusion 360 or any other CAD package when you are going to make them with your 3D printer. Because a 3D printer is a kind of fabrication process that uses additive manufacturing. So you are going to add materials and then your tools are very specific and you have to take those in consideration when you are going to make something which is going to be built with a 3D printer. So follow me along in this video and I'll show you what I mean. So here we are in Fusion 360 and here, as you can see, I've drawn a few boxes and those boxes have specific widths: 0.4, 0.8, 1.0 and 1.2 millimeters. Now, why did I choose these sizes? Well, because I'm printing with a 0.4 millimeter nozzle. So the width of the line that is going to be extruded from the nozzle is going to be 0.4 millimeters. And as you can see, I've done this in Fusion 360 and I've created those lines of 0.4, 0.8, which is 2 times the nozzle size, 1.0, which is 2.5 times the nozzle size, and 1.2 millimeters in size. Now this is very important because this is 1, 2, 2.5 and 3 times the width of my nozzle. Now, as you can see here, when I'm viewing the STL file, everything is looking perfectly. It's going to show every wall, also the smaller walls. But now I'm going to open this in Simplify 3D. And in Simplify 3D, in the view window, I can see everything. But watch what happens when I'm going to extrude this. So when I say prepare to print, then something nasty is going to happen. The 0.4 millimeter wall won't be made. And the reason is that this is too small for the printer to create. Now the 0.8 millimeter wall is created, and as you can see, the lines are strictly to each other, but the 1.0 millimeter wall, this one, it has a small gap because the gap is too small to fill in. Now the 1.2 millimeter wall, which is 3 times the thickness of my nozzle, has an infill in it. And well, I have said here that I have the outline perimeter shell set to 4, even though it's filling in this small part, which is 3 times a layer thickness, because, well, it can't do it on another way. So when I'm going to prepare to print, you see that there will be only 1 wall thickness and some infill. Now watch what happens when I change the sizes, and therefore I go back to Fusion 360 again, and in Fusion 360 I'm going to take the dimensions a little bit different, and well, just to show you guys how things are going to work. For this smallest one I said 0.5 millimeters, so it's thicker than 1 line width. And for the biggest part I'm going to 4 times the line thickness. So 4 times the line thickness will be 1.6 millimeters. And now, as you can see, I'm going to save this out and again create an STL from it. And when that is done, then this will be treated completely different when I'm bringing this to my slicer. And it doesn't matter what kind of slicer you have. This is something that's going to happen in all slicers. Again, you will see that it's shown perfectly, but now watch what happens when I go to prepare to print. Because, well, the things are a little bit thicker. But here when I go to my prepare to print, now you can see that on the second model also the small line is being printed, and it's being printed with 2 lines, but actually it's not, and I'm going to show you in the print when I'm at the end of this video. Again, there is a slight opening in the 1.0 millimeter wall, but on the 1.6 millimeter wall here you can see that there is no infill. It's just lines that are along each other. So now it can print a normal 4-line thick wall, and it wasn't able to do so in the other print. So as you can see, there is a real big difference here, and this is also a very huge difference when it comes to strength. Now here you can see my printer printing it. And as you can see, the left side is the one which is not changed in dimension, in size. And there the very small wall won't be printed. While on the right side, the very small one will be printed, and also the thicker ones will be printed. And watch what happens in the infill. You can see that on the right side there are 4 layers thickness, while on the left side you can see that there is an infill going on. So this is really something important to know when you're 3D printing, because your manufacturing process in the creation of your part has to take in account that you are going to be 3D printing your part. Now when the part is finished, I can show you a close-up of how it looks. So it's almost finished now, and well, in that close-up you can see what happened. And here is the close-up. Now as you can see, there is a gap in the 1mm thick print, and that gap makes it actually not so strong. While in the left side, the 1.2mm that you can see here has an infill, and on the right side, well, all the lines are printed, but the very strong part is the one that has 4-layer thickness, and the 4-layer thickness, yeah, that's the strongest part. Now this video is all about showing you guys how you have to take things into consideration when you are 3D printing your part. When you are using other fabrication processes, or when this part will be, for example, a mold, and well, you are going to use other processes to create this part, then all this doesn't matter. But if you want real strength in your parts, and you want to make sure that everything is going to be strong and sturdy, well, then you have to take this in consideration when you are creating the part, because in the creation you know what your tools are going to be. And this is also very important if you are going to share your files online, because if you are going to share your files online, for example on Thingiverse or whatever, then you should tell the people what your tools are. If you are printing with another nozzle than 0.4mm in width, then please tell the people that this is designed for another nozzle, because then they know that the part can only be that strong as you want it to be if they are using that other nozzle. Now this is something I wanted to give you in consideration. If you like this video, then please hit the thumbs up button, and also please subscribe to my channel, because there is a lot more that I'm going to tell you guys. Don't forget to hit that bell button as well, and well, if you learned something, I really would appreciate it if you buy me a cup of coffee, and links for that are in the description down below. Now also I've got a website, and this is the 3D-printcreator.com website, and on this website I'm showing you a lot of things and all the videos that I've made. But also I have here the best monthly 3D printing deals, and if you want to help out the channel, then you can do so by going to this best monthly 3D printing deals. This is an affiliate link site, so if you go and buy something here, then a small portion of your money will be flowing directly to this channel. Now these are great things. It are printers, it's filament, it are 3D printing pens, so you can repair your parts very easily with a 3D printing pen. I have some kind of hot ends here for different kinds of printers, so also the hot end for the CR10 for example, or for the Ender 3 machine. I've got some really silent fins here, and well, some complete motherboards with screens. Now all those things can be purchased directly from AliExpress, because all those links point to AliExpress, and I think they give a great service and a great value for money, and they are very cheap. They're not expensive. And I was telling you that you can buy me a cup of coffee. Well, you can do so here in the 3D Print Creator tab, support my work. If you click this tab, then you will be brought to my PayPal account where you can buy me a cup of coffee. Now, thanks everyone for watching this video, and well, I hope to see you in the next video that I'm going to make. Thanks all, and bye bye!